short, sweet, to the point. We're going to spend about 10 minutes real quick. I wanted to bring Becky on here, you guys. We want to talk about the exit strategy. So those of you who know Becky, I want to thank you, by the way, because I know she's super busy and today, and I'm going to wipe my screen clear because it's a little fuzzy. So I want to thank you. I appreciate you coming on to share with everybody today, because this is such an important topic, because so many people now are having the side effects. They're trying to figure out how they can get off these shots and still not put the weight back on, still having results or maintaining what they have. So this is my friend Becky. Obviously, you guys know we're on her page now and not mine. And if you see, we both posted her picture yesterday. She's had phenomenal results, and she did just start out on the shots. So I want to talk a little bit about the backstory here. So what made you start the weight loss shots in the first place?
So I have done the whole yo-yo diet for years and years and years. And I was working out, I was lifting weights, I eat healthy. I don't eat a lot. I'm not a big eater. And even my doctor, he said, you know, your metabolism is just shot. He goes, I don't know what else to tell you. I've done the nutritionist, I've done everything. And for all intents and purposes, the amount I ate and my activity level has always been through the roof. I should have never been heavy. And so I was just in desperation.
Okay. And so what, you were just looking to get rid of some unwanted weight, and that's what got you to start the shop?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I wanted to get rid of, I'd gotten married, and I'm like, gosh, I was looking at pictures and I'm like, holy cow, you look terrible. I was feeling okay. I thought I felt okay until I didn't realize how I didn't feel okay. But I just wanted to get rid of the weight. Every time I walked past the mirror, I was like, what the hell is that?
So how did the shots work for you in the beginning?
I'm one of the very few that I was very lucky. I didn't have side effects. But they were costly, and you had to inject once a week. And it was great. And the weight started coming off pretty quick. But initially it was just, a week, one injection a week. And like I said, they were pretty costly. I didn't have the nausea, I didn't have the GI upset, but my body is pretty tolerant to a lot of stuff. So I was blessed in that respect.
So at what point did you start thinking about what comes next? Were you there yet, or were you still in it when you came?
I still needed to lose weight. I had only it took me 6 months and I'd lost 30 pounds. And I'm like, I still have more weight to lose. And my concern, and I got to tell you, before my dad passed, he knew I was taking the shots, but he was like, my concern is for you, what happens when you get off? Are you going to gain the weight? Are there going to be long-term effects of you taking these shots indefinitely? Do you have to take them indefinitely? So there's a lot of unknowns. And my dad was fighting leukemia, and health is important. And so I guess at that point, I really started thinking, what am I going to do? When I get to that point, am I going to because I had done lots of other stuff and lose 30, 40, 50 pounds and, all these prepackaged foods and stuff like that. I've done all that. And it's great until you get off of it and you try to eat and have a sustainable, normal life. And then you eat normal food and it comes right back plus.
Right. So my next question was going to be, how did you find your exit strategy? But I know, but everybody else doesn't really know. So I was taking a whole food plant-based supplement. Me and Becky both started taking stuff in September. I had asked her to join me over here, and she's like, I just started taking the shots. I'm good. So we kind of followed each other's journey a little bit, and we were both at the 30-pound mark in a 3-month period or so, right?
Yeah, it was closer to 6, because I went September 30th, and March is when I decided I was like,
I was thinking September. I was counting that like it was January. No, never mind, my bad. So at that point, she was like, well, time to start thinking about maybe an exit strategy, see how this works, see if this works for her, right? So let's see, this what were your first few weeks like transitioning off the shots?
So I don't do a transition. I just go for broke. I just stopped the shots, and I waited, I guess from the time I stopped my shots was probably 2 weeks by the time I got my products. And then, and I got to tell you, I felt like, oh my gosh, and everybody's body is different. So I started taking the products. I started taking, our products, but I didn't lose anything for the first 4 weeks or so. And I was like, ugh. But I mean, at your, watching what you did, I thought, you know what, my body is just adjusting. And because my body was used to all these synthetics, so I figured at this point, I'm just going to stay the course. I'm not going to give up. And I don't think I adjusted maybe a pound, if that, or maybe 2 pounds in that first month. And it was after I got to about week 5 or 6 that it was like I got on the scale every day. I've been weighing myself every day for 20 years. I mean, it feels like, or for at least 10 years. And it was like I got on the scale one morning. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm down 2 pounds. And then but at about week 6 is when I started noticing everything starting to readjust. Now my clothes in that interim, I wasn't losing pounds, but my clothes were readjusting. So my transition period was not a pound droppage, but a clothes fitting. Things started fitting differently. So, scale is not always a great indicator of you getting healthy.
So what would you say to somebody who's feeling stuck or scared to stop the shots?
So stuck and scared are both real, because I was scared that once I got off that I was going to gain the weight back, and I didn't want to do it. And I felt stuck after I stopped the shots because I felt like, okay, come on, I got to keep losing. And I didn't. So stay the course, let your body do what it needs to do, which is get acclimated to eating healthy and taking whole food, plant-based supplements that help your body work in the way it was intended. Because what's happened is over the years, I mean, we have all these synthetic things that we eat, synthetic things that we ingest, pills that we take. Our body isn't used to functioning on its own. We have supplemented with so much stuff, synthetic garbage, that it takes your body time to readjust, to recalibrate.
So with anything, consistency over time equals results. You hear that over and over, but that's one of the things. It's like, if you don't see something in your first week, but you saw somebody else did, your body's different. Everybody's different.
Everybody.
And our bodies are all going to react a little bit differently. So my biggest suggestion, I think that Becky would probably agree, is consistency over time equals results. And what I feel like these products have done for me, it's allowed me to, and I didn't do the shots now. Becky did the shots. I did not. I'm not claiming any of that. But what it did for me is it personally allowed me to think about what I was putting in my body, because I didn't have that hunger noise anymore. It quieted that hunger noise. And now I was able to literally think about, oh, what should I eat today? I should put something healthy in my body. What's that going to be? And it gave me time to think about it. And then when I do put the stuff in my body, I'm not half as hungry as I used to be. So, let's see. Would you say, no, what does life look like for you now? Where are you now? And where are you headed next?
So when I started the products, and like I said, first 4 to 6 weeks, I didn't really see poundage drop. I am now at my lightest weight that I've been at since high school. And I'm in a size that I don't ever remember. I think I went from elementary school to size 7. I mean, ladies size 7. So I've continued to lose the weight. And now, I mean, it's not something that's hard. I don't have to work at it. I eat what I want, but I don't crave the garbage. I've lost another 45 plus pounds. I started off my weight loss journey. I was at about 198 pounds. I fluctuate now between 122 to 125. And I'm in a size 4, which I've never been a size 4 anything. So where I'm headed, where I've gone and where I'm headed, I don't need to lose more weight. So do I still take our products? Absolutely. Because they are helping my body do exactly what it's supposed to do. The good side to that as well is I just had blood work done. I've never had bad blood work, but my thyroid has always been underactive for years now. And I think that contributed a lot. And I took thyroid medication, but I'm like, I don't want, it's not doing anything. It didn't do anything for me. And then I didn't want to start increasing more medication, more the levothyroxine. I didn't want to keep taking more, but I'm like, screw it. I'll deal with it. Right. So now in a year's time since I did my last blood work and just probably a couple weeks ago, my thyroid level has come down 1 full point. So it's going in the right direction.
That's awesome.
So my goal, and I've never had high cholesterol, triglycerides. I've not been and haven't had issues. I think at the highest, my cholesterol was 210 or something like that. Well, my cholesterol now stays at about 160. My triglycerides, I mean, are very low, and I mean, my heart to ratio from, it says it should be like from 3.2 or less, your heart attack risk based on your factors. Mine is like a 0.6. So I'm not even 1 point of a risk.
Nice.
For heart issues. And I'll be 63 next month. So I'm going to continue what I'm doing because my body has done phenomenally well. It's not anything that I have to work hard for. And do I take our products? Absolutely. And I've switched out a lot of things. Instead of taking other vitamins and other supplements and other things, I'm taking our stuff because I see what the initial weight loss stuff has done for me for weight management. I mean, I'm looking at it now as it's health management. I'm managing my health. I'm not looking at weight loss or weight management. I'm looking at health management now.
So the key takeaway here, I think, is you don't have to stay stuck. There is a way to feel good in your body again. How do you feel?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got to tell you, what feels the best is when I walk past a mirror, or I've got cameras here and got cameras at my husband's house. And when I'm walking by a camera and I'm looking at something, I go, oh my gosh, who is that? God, you look good. Yeah, I just saw that person walking by the window and it's like, oh my gosh, that small silhouette is me. And I think too, it's great for a gal's ego when people tell you, oh my gosh, you look amazing. Or people I've known from high school, people that I've known in businesses, they look at me and go, Becky, you look better now. You look healthier now than you have in the 20 years I've known you. So for me, that is what is the feel good for me. And it's also nice, when you get other people, we all can pat ourselves on the back.
Well, and we have so many brand new team members that are having amazing results, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get their stories.
Right.
Because they're brand new. They're just taking these products for the first time. They've trusted us. They've come in, they've started taking it. And I mean, my gosh, the snapback on Trudy with her collagen.
Oh, yeah.
Terry, we have a husband in here that's lost 20 pounds in just a couple of weeks. Like, the stories never end. It's wild. But the most important thing is there's a way to feel good in your body again, and to do it in a sustainable way. So if you're curious about the same strategy that Becky used, drop a comment or message me or Becky. I'd love to help you figure out if it could work for you. This is something that's on your radar. Maybe you've taken a shot and you're looking for a way out. If somebody shared this video with you, make sure you get back with whoever shared the video with you guys, because we have some powerful, amazing whole food, plant-based products. They're clean, you guys. And it's not like, yes, of course, we do make money when we sell the products, but more than anything, to me personally, is the differences we're making in people's lives. Had I not shared this with Becky, she might still be on that shot and she might be feeling some of those side effects by now.
Correct.
She was lucky to not have them yet,
right,
but it could have been a totally different outcome. And I just feel so grateful that she didn't have to go through that. And hopefully somebody, if you're on the shots, hopefully you're not going through that already and it's too late. But let's get you trying some of these products and see if they can work for you. Make sure you get back with whoever shared this with you. What was that, Beck?
I was going to say, really, truly, the one word that you said is that you can sustain. Sustainability is key.
Yes.
Because sustainability, you have to be able to live with this, with what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And these are, I mean, I'm proof in the pudding. I mean,
Yeah.
literally proof in the pudding, this is sustainable.
Totally.
Everything that I'm doing, it's not anything hard. It's not something I have to think about. It's just part of what I do. And I don't have to worry that I'm hurting my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean,
also, I am going to be doing kind of a follow up to this with somebody who did have side effects. She messaged me today. She said, I'm in the ER right now. Hopefully they don't keep me. I've been so desperately sick for months, and 7 ER visits and 3 hospital stays, 5 days each, directly related to the shots. She's going to UCSF for a procedure. She has 6 different things wrong with her because of an effing shot, she said. So she might get a little violent. I don't know. I'm going to have to tame her down just a little bit because she's really frustrated with the side effects that have happened. I had a customer message me the other day, and her, she said she wanted more information. She said, can you send me more information about your products? I ended up with gastroparesis thanks to GLP-1 medications, and I'm looking for something to continue. I'm praying that she has the results with this that you did, because she doesn't want to put that weight back on, and she desperately needs to get off of these shots. So stay tuned. There will be more coming. This is a hot topic.
Absolutely.
And we are going to be doing some more talks about this kind of stuff. Thank you so much, Becky, for coming on here. We have people waiting